I just filmed like multiple videos in a row because today is my batch film day and I swear I'm like out of breath. Being a YouTuber is hard. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited about today's video because we're going to be talking about how to create and sell digital products online. In case you didn't know, selling digital products is one of the best ways to make passive income online, and it has definitely been one of my biggest sources of passive income. So if you want to know how to create, sell, and promote your digital products, please make sure to watch this video till the end. So here are some of the biggest pros of selling digital products. First of all, there's almost no overhead cost. Obviously, it might cost you a little bit to create the digital product, depending on what product it is. And then you might have to, pay for some of the little things like the subscription fees or like listing fees, depending on where you're selling your product. But other than that, once the product is created, there's very little overhead cost compared to, physical products where you have to pay for things like the material, storage, shipping, fulfillment, in some cases even maintenance. And that's why digital products are a great way to make money, just because, again, you have so much more control over the profit margins. Another reason why digital products are great is because you can start selling those products to people from all over the world. Obviously, if you own like a local mom and pop shop or like a little boutique, you're kind of limited to people who live in that neighborhood or travel to that neighborhood. Or even if you're selling on platforms like Amazon and doing Amazon FBA, which, as big as Amazon is, there are still some limitations there when it comes to shipping to different markets, just because they don't ship anywhere in the world. There are just certain like countries and markets, which again limits your possibilities. But when you are selling your digital products online, pretty much anyone with an internet connection can purchase your product, which increases your customer pool significantly. Number 3 is you never have to worry about running out of inventory. If you follow any like Amazon FBA sellers, that's one of the biggest issues that they have to deal with, is running out of inventory. And then, it takes a while to produce and ship new inventory. But again, with digital products, you don't have to worry about that part. And then the last thing I wanted to mention, which is my favorite, is that you only have to create your products once and then you can sell them over and over and over again. So pretty much if you're doing this right, you can eventually literally start making money in your sleep. I feel like I'm starting to sound like one of those guys in like a YouTube ad with like a Lamborghini or like a Ferrari in the background trying to sell you some financial freedom. You getting those vibes? So what are some of the examples of digital products? So some of the most common ones are things like ebooks, different type of templates, online courses, like Instagram presets, or things like stock photos or stock footage. If you need more ideas on the types of products you can create, please make sure to subscribe, because next week I am going to be releasing a video going over some of the most profitable digital products ideas. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, make sure to hit that like button as well, because it really helps me with the algorithm. Okay, so now let's talk about how you can create your digital products. Again, the process of creating a product really depends on the type of product that you're creating. If you're thinking about creating an online course, which is something that I have done before, it is a relatively simple process. You have to create your course outline, your script, then you need to film those videos, edit them, and package them into a video course. And then obviously if you have any worksheets and things like that, you can create them on Microsoft Word or a Google Doc, which you will then be able to share with your students. When it comes to creating different templates, Canva is a really great tool that a lot of people use these days. Or you can also use, Adobe Creative Suite, or even like Microsoft Word if you're creating like resume templates, which is the type of product that I sell. If you are interested, I will include the link to my Etsy store down below. With stock photos and stock videos, I would say it is a little bit more technical, right? Because you do need to have a pretty good camera, pretty good lighting, depending on the type of footage that you're selling, type of photos that you're selling. So this one might get a little bit more technical. But again, if you have a background in photography or just have a pretty decent camera, that should be a pretty straightforward process for you. Now, one of the things that I want to share with you that some of you might not have thought about is that you can actually outsource the creation of your digital product. Like if you want to create an ebook or publish your book on Kindle, for example, you don't necessarily have to, sit down and write an entire book. You can always hire a ghostwriter who can write a book for you based on the ideas that you want to share with them. Same applies to things like creating, your templates. For example, I didn't personally create or design all of my templates that I'm currently selling on my Etsy and my my website. I actually found a graphic designer online that I paid to create some of those digital products just because, I did try to create them myself, but I wasn't as, professional graphic designers. So I actually outsourced this process to another person. One thing that I want you to keep in mind, if you are outsourcing the process to someone else, is to make sure that you always have like a legal agreement, and the agreement needs to state that you will reserve the right to that content or to those products after the freelancer, gets paid an agreed amount of money, because again, you always want to protect yourself. And by the way, if you are thinking about selling digital products right now, let me know in the comments down below, what type of product are you looking to sell, because I'm always super curious. Now, the one thing that probably all of you are really curious about is how do you actually start selling those products and how do you start promoting your products? So if you're thinking about selling templates or digital art or things like that, places like Etsy and Creative Market and Canva are really, really good platforms to get started. Unlike what many people think, you don't need to be an influencer or celebrity or have a huge audience in order to start making money selling digital products. Does having an audience help? Yep, it absolutely does, but do you need to have it in order to be successful? No, you don't. Like again, platforms like Etsy, Creative Market, and Canva make it so much easier for your products to get discovered by other people, just because all of those platforms already have such a big customer base, and they can, find and discover your products and purchase them through those platforms, which makes everything so much easier for you. So you don't have to worry about hardcore promoting your products. Obviously, you should still be doing your own promotions, but those platforms make things much easier for you. If you are selling, like some visual type of products, like again, templates and print art, like anything very like pretty and aesthetically looking, Pinterest is a really great tool that you can use to promote your products. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can pin pictures to your products and put them on Pinterest where they might get discovered by other people, and those pins can drive traffic to your store or to your website. You can also pay for, Etsy ads or Google ads or Pinterest ads, or you can also collaborate with influencers to promote your digital products. And lastly, you can also sell it to your own email list if you have one. Again, depending on the type of product that you're trying to sell, there are a lot of videos available on how to create them and how to promote them. But one thing I'm definitely going to say is I definitely encourage you to create your own digital products. If you are a small influencer or, just have a strong presence on social media, but you're not getting a lot of brand deals or not making much on YouTube AdSense, selling your own digital products can just be a great way to diversify your income and not have to rely on anyone else. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or thoughts, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at Christina_NGM if you want to get to know me on a personal level. And I will see you next Wednesday. Bye!